Well, depression is a biomedical change that happens in the body. It's an organic. I don't know that you can point out one thing that directly causes it, but sometimes people, when they're under stress, will go into a depressed state because they were maybe genetically disposed to have that disorder.
I think depression is caused mainly by loneliness and people just feeling like they have no escape for anything. They just are constantly within their own head and overthinking the bad parts of life. I think most people feel alone because they are alone, really. I mean, you've got family, you've got friends, but at the end of the day, you're pretty much only in it for yourself.
Well, I think that that's probably individual for each person, but I think especially now with so much dependence on social media and and the internet for forms of communication or socialization, it's actually isolating in some ways because you don't actually have to be around people. I think that helps lend to a sense of loneliness if you don't have direct contact with people.
I know for a fact that drugs and alcohol affect the way an individual is. I know if you are drunk, when you are sad, you will feel more depressed.
Absolutely. Depending on what substance you're using, alcohol is a depressant. If you're depressed, it's going to make your mood even more depressed. Stimulants, while they may give you that partial high, at some point you'll have the crash that comes down. And typically when you have somebody who's depressed and they may be self-medicating to try and feel better, it causes for a deeper depression when they when they're not high.
If somebody's going to be hurt, then you have to reach out. If somebody's getting hurt, you have to reach out. If somebody's going to hurt themselves, you have to reach out. Outside of that, you can keep things pretty confidential, and then the only place that really gets tricky is what defines hurt. If I'm going to hurt myself by, sitting in my room and not talking to anybody day and night, that's tricky territory, and it's very, very case by case.